Oh my God, look at that. Flipping through the pages of George Kamper's portfolio is a look at the state-of-the-art of commercial photography. Wow. Oh, look at that. That's almost eerie. A look at how his work has elevated brands around the world. But when the pandemic hit, Kamper's shoots were canceled or postponed, and one of the world's greatest commercial photographers was stuck at home, looking for a way to express his creativity. Bubble Boy is here. And it didn't take long to find it. Bubble Boy, welcome to Growing Bolder.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here, Mark.
How are you enduring the pandemic? I know you've been concerned.
Well, you know, we have our bubble, so all of our travels have been, in the bubble. It's been a lot of fun.
The fun began when George remembered that he just happened to have a 6-foot clear plastic bubble sitting in a closet.
I had purchased the bubble for a fashion shoot that I wanted to do in the future. I didn't have an actual specific thing in mind, but as you go through life, as a photographer, you say, well, that's kind of interesting. One day I'm going to use that. And the pandemic hit, and everybody on the news kept saying, and the bubble, and about the bubble, and this bubble, and that bubble. And I thought, I was like, I got a bubble. Let's take the bubble out.
The bubble came out and George went in. Working with his wife Cheryl, they began a weekly series of highly staged and exquisitely executed photos whose original purpose was simply to amuse themselves during a difficult time.
We started it out just because it was something to do, and George was curious as to how it would feel being in there. And then it just kind of exploded. People were seeing it on Facebook and on Instagram and just going crazy over it.
All these people were loving the bubble. So we just kept going, and it one thing led to the next. And of course, it was relatively easy to find material because every other day on the news, something else was happening. So we were able to, sort of capitalize on that.
For months, they shot only in and around their house. George shooting the photos from inside the bubble by remote control, and Cheryl helping with art direction and posing when necessary. When the beach reopened, they celebrated with a beach bubble and eventually hit the streets to produce the critically acclaimed Banksy bubble. Growing Bolder put the Kampers on the cover of our magazine. They've been interviewed by media around the world, and their Bubble Boy series honored with numerous awards. One day, the series will be just another page in an impressive body of work. Until then, it's been a great way to smile through tough times.
There are certain challenges that we all face, and if you challenge them with optimism instead of pessimism, you're definitely going to get through much brighter. And I think that being healthy and creative, they go hand in hand.
And hand in hand is how George and Cheryl Kamper are not only getting through the pandemic, but life in general. And together, with their creative and playful spirit, they're excited about what's next, whatever that might be.
Every day I wake up, I aspire to be a better person and a better photographer. Every day. I'm not done. I think there's so much more to go. I'm retrenching. I'm thinking this next chapter is going to be the best ever.